Good morning. Good morning, Coach Micheal Burt, 5:53 Central Standard Time. It's a rainy morning here in Tennessee, folks. So I want to say good morning to you. I want to say thank you for following my work. It means the world to me, whether you watch this on Facebook or YouTube, or for those of you that were on my webinar last night on how to build a top paid speaking and coaching business. I want to say thank you, man. Thank you. As I said in my post yesterday, you give me my purpose. All right, good morning. I want to talk about consistency this morning because one of the things people ask me, Mike, is they ask me, how do they build consistency in life? Right? How do you build consistency? One of the great struggles for so many people, Johnny Chandler, Amanda Beener, is just building consistency. We know that consistent actions over long cycles of time produce a fruit, produce a result, right? So the question becomes, how do you build that? And I want you to think of it like building a muscle, Heidi. The way you build a muscle is you work the muscle. You actually tear the muscle down and then it rebuilds and becomes stronger. Well, the same thing is true of building a habit. The same thing is true of building a consistency. And it typically, I know you're not going to want to hear this, Mario, it typically is doing something you don't want to do. You know, I woke up this morning at about 4:05. The alarm was going off, and my wife said the alarm's going off, and I didn't even hear it because I was so out of it. And I got up, and my feelings said, "Don't go to the gym, Coach. Just get up and work out here. Like, don't go." Right? My feelings were sitting there trying to talk me out of it, man. And your feelings will lead you wrong so many times because you can't listen to your consistency and your feelings at the same time. See, the feelings are going to talk you out of it. The consistency is going to talk you into it. Right, MK? Feelings are going to talk you out of it. The consistency is going to talk you into it. Now, here's what I'm trying to say to you. If I look back over my life, Kevin Jones, and I say, how did I get here? Wherever here is. I say to myself, man, it's just daily consistent actions over a long cycle of time. And so it typically comes down to doing something you don't feel like doing. And once you learn to do things you don't feel like doing, you figure out, man, it wasn't that bad. And it produced a result. Maybe it produced a feeling. Maybe it produced an outcome. Maybe it produced, right? That's right, Ryan Chikelli. We don't feel our way into acting. We act our way into feeling. Okay? Now, why don't people do this? This is a big question, right? I told you yesterday during the morning drive, I spend a lot of time thinking and studying human nature. Human nature is, why do people do what they do? Why do they contract when they get scared? Why do good people turn bad? Why do people let you down, right? Well, one of the things people do is they get excited. The prey drive is activated. The prey drive is activated. I can't figure out why my thing won't stay on this, guys. Prey drive is activated, and then, Jeff Wright, then they fall off the wagon. So this is a cycle I want you to avoid. Right, Chris? Right, Jeff Wright? This is a cycle I want you to avoid. The cycle says this: I start with good intention. Everybody gets the prey drive activated. They see somebody, they hear somebody, they watch a video, they get going in the morning, and then they fail to follow through. Right? They fail to follow through. And then they experience guilt. If the guilt is great enough, and the guilt is associated with grief, if the guilt is great enough, they don't want to have that feeling again, man. So they work hard not to have that feeling. See, the feeling you have after going to the gym, you can't get unless you go. Isn't that good? You can't get it unless you actually go get it. The feeling you have after making sales and producing, it only happens after you've done it. You don't get it before you've done it. You have some anticipation. So I keep going back to that one story of the guy getting up early in the morning and going to the gym, but he only stayed for 5 minutes. And people always laugh at that. They're like, oh, it's like 5 minutes. The dude can't do anything in 5 minutes. Well, guess what the dude was doing? Building a habit. Getting up in the morning, getting your big booty up in the morning, and just getting in the game, right? There's a power. It's hard to explain this, guys. There's a power in just getting in the game, man. There's a power in just doing something you don't want to do. There's a power in building a little habit of just getting this puppy up and rolling. So the way you build consistency is small actions, long cycles of time, and let me finish with this before my thing falls off again. Recommitment every day. Not some days, every day. And for you guys that are in industries that I coach, whether it be mortgage, insurance, real estate, man, it ain't the smartest people that win. It's the grittiest people. Follow-up is about grit. Prospecting every day is about grit, right? Getting another deal when you lose a deal, it's about grit, Mario. It's all it's about, man. If you're in solar, it's all about just the willingness to do that one thing every day other people don't want to do. So, I'm fighting for you, man. I believe in you. I believe everybody needs a good coach. You put the work in and go pro, man, good things are going to happen in your life, I promise you. When you lose one, you're going to pick up another one. When you lose one, there's always somebody else waiting for you. So, let's go get it today, Michael Sims. Let's put the work in. Let's leave our amateur desires behind, right? And let's go pro, man. You guys have a great day. God bless you. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things.
I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion. You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate. Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no? When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came. And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.